Oh, hi. We'll be right back. Hey,
Hey,
this is
ha-
a thing. It's a Wednesday.
it is. It's a wonderful Wednesday. I had the day off work, sort of. It was great.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
didn't have the day off, but we all had the day off of social media Monday.
we did.
It's
For the most part, some people kept trying.
yeah, yeah, it was the great social media
You know.
blackout of 2021, right? If this happened in 2020, it would have been it would have been par for the course.
Oh, 100%. This is letting us know of wonderful things to come. I think
Right. Um, I we don't have a ton of stuff today, but we got some stuff.
we got plenty. I
We got
think.
a handful of shit
I don't.
things.
I don't.
How was your weekend? Let's go there.
My weekend was good. It was busy. I
Yeah.
had a. Sorry, sharing doesn't ever get easier. Um, I had some soccer I went to. I played a gig Friday at out at the Crossroads Tavern, my usual haunt, so to speak. They've got this 15-foot skeleton hooked up in the corner of the bar. It's pretty awesome. Hi,
Oh
mom.
yeah.
Uh, the whole place is done up in spider webs and cobwebs and all sorts of decorations already. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, that sounds
Um,
awesome.
yeah, I did that and soccer and we attempted to go to Shady Brook Farms.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, not great.
No.
So apparently there's
Hmm.
no such thing as at the door tickets anymore.
Really?
Um, if they're sold out online, like you can't say, oh well, they're sold out online. They'll still let me in. We pulled in, and it's like everything is sold out. Sorry, see ya.
Oh shit.
Um, I had some friends that work there that said that's not true, but we didn't know.
Oh.
So then we took the kids instead to that exciting place called Bed Bath and Beyond and
Nuh-uh.
grocery shopping. They loved it. They
I
did. It
bet they
was
did.
truly spectacular for them. Um, yeah, did that. I watched some stuff. Saw a movie today. Even I think we'll talk about later. Watched some TV.
Yeah, you cut that one close to the wire, didn't you?
Caught up on still one episode left of Walking Dead. Walking Dead World Beyond is back. Your favorite?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
So if I do that, it goes everywhere. Okay.
and
That's new.
I also staying caught up on Supergirl and Stargirl for you, so you don't
Who?
miss it. So you don't miss a thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
I know. I try.
Whew.
We can talk about those if we get to DC at some point.
No, we don't have to. I what did I do Friday night? I don't think I did anything this weekend. I
You did
think
not
I
see me play. I know that happened.
no. Did I go out Friday night? Oh my God.
Probably not. It's been a
I
long time.
think no. I think I went low key because I had a Sunday thing. I had a wedding. I had
Oh,
a destination wedding, as they call it these days.
is it?
It's at a destination.
Yeah. It's just
Dewey Beach is a destination. There are people.
not if you live in Delaware. It's just down the road.
Just down the road. No, I did. I went to a wedding. A good friend of ours, JT,
Yeah.
singer for Split Decision, local cover band, um, and Lauren. They got married down in Dewey Beach. Beautiful ceremony. Another one of our own, Jimmy Maziak, officiated.
Very nice.
There's Jack.
There he is.
Oh, so happy. I didn't think you were going to make a Wednesday show, Jack. Thank you.
He
Thank
didn't
you.
want to. He didn't want to miss out on this witty banter that we have going on.
No, no. So no, it was nice. I got a lot to see a lot of people from in the scene, in the business, uh, that I haven't seen in a while. Um, had some drinks, had a nap, had a drive home.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
good.
No, no, Jack, stay. It's cool. You didn't go to the wedding, but that's all
Oh,
right.
I also bought that guitar. That one over there. That's
Was
really
it which
nice.
one? You may have mentioned it 2 or 3 times before we started.
Yeah, it's the one in the
The middle?
what size is that? No, the light one.
Is that the mandolin?
No,
It's not a mandolin.
no. Those are the other acoustic guitars I play. That's the new Acoustasonic. It's fancy.
Acoustasonic.
Yeah,
I like that name.
it is. It's based on the old Jazzmaster style guitar, and
Ah.
it's super fancy.
Um,
So you had a wedding. Anything else exciting? You saw some stuff too, right?
I watched 2 things.
Oh my god,
I'm struggling on TV shows though.
that's not a surprise. So
It's
are the
not.
TV shows. They are also
Yeah,
struggling.
well, I'm struggling a little bit.
But Ted Lasso's over this week, so we got to catch up.
I will run through the rest of Ted Lasso this week.
It's a good call.
I got up to the episode where Nate asserts himself, so I'm not that far behind.
Do you need me to spit on the screen now?
No, please don't.
Okay, I could.
Please don't.
Okay,
I mean, it's your screen. It's your
That's
screen.
fair.
I mean, yeah, you're not spitting on my screen.
It might be a little off-putting though.
A little bit. All 3 people might leave.
It's fair.
300 people. I'm sorry, 300. Yeah, whatever. No, I went to the movies Friday. I went and saw Venom 2. And then Saturday I did the Plex thing and watched Free Guy.
Very nice.
And
Disney
I'll talk
Plus,
about
right?
them in a little bit. No, Plex.
Oh no, it's on Disney Plus though.
Oh, it was on Plex for free.
It's on Disney Plus for free too.
Oh,
because
well,
it's on Disney Plus.
Plex is where I watch Heels, which I'm still 4 episodes behind.
Oh well, that
Meaning
makes sense.
I've only seen the first one.
You should be. I don't feel like there's been much hype about that show since it came out. So
well, I'm going to talk about him a little later.
Right.
But no, it was a nice weekend. It was a nice chill weekend, except for the overindulgence of alcohol Sunday night.
All right. Well, that sounds like a treat.
Sounds like it usually is. There was a trailer that dropped.
Was there?
Trailer? Yeah, it's a little disappointing. It's they're trying to get me back, and I don't think it's going to work.
We're teasers still, right? Isn't everything just a teaser trailer at this point?
Yeah, this was a Game of Thrones teaser. Did you catch it?
I saw. I think the whole thing. It's like 30 seconds, right?
Yeah,
I saw it.
It's 200 years or something before the.
It's more blonde, pale people.
Lots of blonde, pale people.
What television's looking for at this point. They say, you know what we're missing?
Yeah.
Blonde, blue-eyed, white people.
Matt Smith is in it as Daemon Targaryen.
Yeah, look, I'll take Matt Smith in anything. His run as the Doctor was fantastic.
I'll just say that the cosplay in the trailer was great. That's you know.
Yeah, it looked more like cosplay than a.
So it's 200 years before Game of Thrones. I have a monitor over there. I'm looking at for stuff, so I don't miss my screen here. There's supposed to be a lot of dragons in this one.
It's the War of the Dragons, right? Isn't that the?
It's no. I mean, they have
that time frame.
It's around that, yeah. The Hand of the King back then was Otto Hightower.
Oh.
Yeah, he's played by Reese Ifans.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So? Wait, is Hightower? Is that the old lady that killed everybody? Is that family?
No, that was Olenna.
Teagarden?
No. Shit.
Okay, so no, got it.
No, that was Dorne. That was the Dorne people, the Dornish.
Was Hightower's Dornish?
I don't know. Was she?
No. She wasn't Dornish.
No. You're gonna make me look this up.
I am. Yeah, the kid from Umbrella Academy was her grandson or something.
No, they were the Tyrells.
The Tyrells.
Knew that. Right. I knew that, and oh boy.
Yeah. Well,
Game of Thrones hurt me so. Let's see. That's
how we got started.
It is. Actually.
I came in for the finale, the last season.
You did. What a disappointment that finale was, but what a great show this is. Paddy Considine is King Viserys.
Okay.
Millie Alcock will be young Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. She looks almost like a clone of Dany.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. What else was in there? Corley's Valerion is the sea snake.
Ooh.
That's another house that I don't think is around anymore. Um, so there was a flash of a dagger in it that was causing a lot of commotion and hubbub because it looks like the same dagger that killed the Night King.
Damn.
Yeah. So there's that. But I don't think I'm ready to be disappointed again.
No,
No, I don't think so. I don't think I want to be disappointed by this at all.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. HBO Max has been very hit or miss. That's the other stuff I watched. I forgot about that. Doom Patrol's back,
Oh, Doom Patrol. Okay.
and Titans is almost done.
Titans is almost done. Yeah. Um, No Time to Die is about to come out.
Yeah, I think I'm going Monday. I think I'm gonna go see that
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah.
So advanced ticket sales for No Time to Die are actually better than Venom 2's.
Is that U.S. or internationally? Does
That's
it
I
say
think
there?
everything. No.
Well, it's
No, I think
already out
it's
internationally, right?
it's international. No Time to I hope you have time for this movie. It's a 2 hour and 43 minute movie.
Oh dear God!
You got that.
I got him off work that day.
Yeah. So Casino Royale made 616 million. Quantum of Solace made 589. Skyfall made 1.1 billion.
Really?
Yeah. And Spectre
It's,
went down to 880
it
million.
was that Adele song.
Skyfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So No Time to Die's budget is north of 350 million for production and promotion.
Well,
So
they promoted the release like 4 times.
yeah, they got a lot of ground to cover to make that up. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see them close this off completely. Supposedly all these stories interconnect.
They've been really good with that with this iteration of Bond.
Yeah, he's the grumpy Bond. He's definitely the grumpy Bond.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Well,
doesn't.
you know, it's funny. It's been I think 15 years he's been playing Bond.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, he was in like his mid, and he wasn't young when he started. He was in his mid 30s when he started.
Yeah.
I think their next key is going to be finding somebody young.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Definitely.
they'll keep James Bond or if they'll just go 007.
He-
Because even the girl they're looking to cast, they cast in this, Lashana Lynch,
Mhm.
isn't super young.
No.
Which I think is tricky if you want to make it a face of a franchise. I think that's where like Marvel ran into issues quickly
Yep.
with everybody but Chris Evans
Right.
and Hemsworth.
And Paul Rudd, who still looks the same.
But Paul Rudd was the oldest one.
Right. And he doesn't
Next
look the
to
oldest one.
no, next to Downey
Robert?
Jr. Yeah.
Oh, he's had a fun time in What If.
Yeah, What If has not been friendly to him. It looks like one episode was, but they didn't show it to us. So
No, yeah, that's on here. Did you see sidetracking? Well, back to Bond, but have you seen the rumor? It's been around for a while about the um, what was the movie with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage? Was it The Rock?
The Rock.
The Rock. That's actually a James Bond sequel.
I've seen that as it's not, but I've seen it as
there's
it's
another.
great as one.
It would be there's somebody that did a timeline comparison of Sean Connery as James Bond and where in he was in certain movies lines up exactly with some of the stuff that's said in the Rock. Which
The Rock is just a great blockbuster fun movie.
I think it's awesome, and if they ever want to like circle around and retcon that and make that a James Bond sequel, I would be high five. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Maybe we can get one with Daniel Craig in a few years.
No, I don't think he'll.
I mean, look, Timothy Dalton is still pretty mobile for being in his mid 70s.
So is Pierce Bronson.
Yeah, who I think
And
is older than Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, and he's dapper.
But Timothy Dalton's crushing it in Doom Patrol.
Is he in Doom Patrol?
He's the chief.
Is he James Bond?
So in the Titans season 1, they had somebody else cast as chief.
Okay.
And then when they did the actual series, they said, "Oh no. Let's get Dalton." And they got Dalton in. He's fantastic. The show is odd.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's it's definitely quirky. It's quirkier than last season, but it's better than last season.
Okay.
Still the same core cast.
Right.
You still got Brendan Fraser, Matt Balmer,
Brendan
um,
Fraser's having a little revival.
Danielle Guerrera, and the April Boyin or whatever her name is. But they're great. It's fun. The writing's good. They're pulling from a lot of different eras. And Missy Gomez, who anyone that watches Doctor Who would remember as the Master uh, against Peter Capaldi. She's amazing. She's quirky and weird and fits right into the cast and is crushing it. That's her character.
Oh. Okay.
But it's been pretty fun this season. So I wouldn't, and that's on HBO Max now. Not as good as Titans has been this season, but it's been decent. No, Titans has been really good. Titans is weaving in and out of a lot of storylines over the 40 some odd year run of Titans now. Of the newer crew of the Titans. They've kind of got their core group. They're weaving into like acknowledging the fact that Batman or Bruce Wayne is just really mentally disturbed. Wow. And the show is essentially like what Bruce Wayne has done to the Robins storyline that goes in and out of the rest of the Titans storylines too.
Okay.
But it's really about like growing up with this guy that just abused
Psychopath?
You, and yeah,
psychopath named Batman.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this season did Death in the Family.
Oh, I really want to catch up on this.
And it set you up for 2 seasons as this kid that played Jason Todd was such a dick that it was just like the comics. Like they set him up, and you're like, I can't wait till they do Death in the Family on this show.
Wow.
But it's been great. The chick that plays Donna Troy is fantastic. And I'm still pulling for Alan Ritchson to start starring in action movies.
You
may remember him.
I do.
Is Aquaman from Smallville.
Yes.
But he's Hawk. He's great.
We put it in Lois Lane.
Wow.
What? Oh. I have some really good news for you.
Oh.
Yeah. So the guy that wrote the original Fast and the Furious script, Gary Scott Thompson.
Oh, yeah, Gary. Yeah.
Gary does not think the franchise is going to end after F10/11.
That's not a surprise.
He was speaking to MovieWeb, and he said, I don't think they see the ending that I saw, but I don't think they see an ending either. It's making too much money. Universal executives have said, thank you for creating our Marvel universe. They're competing with Marvel. It's like the only movies getting made out of our studios lately are Marvel, Disney, Fast and the Furious, or DC Comics. These films cost a lot of money, so they want to make a lot of money. They're going to write it until they die. At the end of the little thing, I put "Go Team." Team Fast and the Furious.
It's family.
It is family. It's all about family. You got to root for family all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still haven't seen one since like maybe Tokyo Drift.
You need to catch up because that's when they get good. Is after that.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely.
We'll see.
Absolutely.
Seems like a lot of Vin Diesel. I don't know if I can do it.
Vin Diesel's all right in this.
When does his sister come back?
She disappears, but she comes back, and then she goes away, and then she comes back. I forget exactly the order.
Which ones is she in? I'll watch Jordana Brewster.
Okay.
Because she was in The Faculty, and it's a win.
Okay. I like her too. No.
Do you remember The Faculty?
Faculty, the one with Katie Holmes?
No.
No,
she was.
What am I thinking of?
It was Clea Duvall was in that.
Oh no, nope.
And Jordana Brewster and Josh Hartnett.
Oh, I know she was in Dynasty, the redo. No. Did you see the meme I shared about the guy from Days of Our Lives?
I did. I didn't get it. I was an All My Children kid. You can ask my mom. She'll back that up.
He was an absolute hellion. He was like the villain of the storyline. But he was he died, he came back, he died, he came back.
Was he anti Luke and Laura?
Well, so that's General Hospital, but he was also on General Hospital as a villain there named Domino.
Oh.
He played on both.
Fascinating. Was he in
Yes,
Passions too?
he was not. Maybe
Okay.
he was, but I don't know.
Or that other
Um,
one? What was
I
this?
remember
Paradise
that one.
Cove?
No,
Was the spinoff of General Hospital?
no. Was it?
Oh,
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Look at me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're pretty good there. I want to bring up. I want to move over to DC a little bit more, and I want to bring up what was one of my favorite actors in the DC universe,
Oh. Oh, I don't know where we're going
Stephen
here.
Amell.
Oh yeah.
So let's give a little background. He recently, he's not been the best lately. He got into a beef on Twitter. For some reason, somebody body shamed him, and he took offense to it. Which, I mean, the man's in impeccable shape. The fact that
Yeah,
he took offense to it is
he's not as ripped as he was on Arrow, but he's
no,
beefier.
yeah, but he's still cut. And so, anyway, there's a meme that's been going around since Crisis ended.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you the original picture. Okay. This was the picture of. This is
Spoilers, by the way.
spoilers for Crisis. This is the picture. This is a behind the scenes picture of Grant Gustin, who plays Barry Allen slash the Flash, posing in front of Oliver Queen's grave. And this became an overnight sensation of an instant meme. And then when Twitter went down, people posted this. You can see that, right? Or
No.
no? You can't see that one?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't switch the screen. Sorry. So that's the original. And then this is what was posted when Facebook and Twitter went down. Now you can see that part of it, right?
Well, Twitter was the only thing not down.
I'm sorry, the three on the left were down. The
All of the
WhatsApp,
things that Facebook owns.
correct. And this was so Steven, who got really mad at this, tweeted that.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
It's a very aggressive thing. This is like a super popular meme. And he's got real whiny lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, and it also says for anybody that's listening back on the podcast
Oh
side,
yeah.
for anybody who
Yes.
repurposes his mean, will you kindly F off?
Yeah.
Which, for the guy that was all about the fans and has these deep, meaningful video conversations on Instagram with his fans,
Right.
maybe he's just angry on Twitter. Twitter has that effect on people.
It does. It does.
But yeah, I don't get it. I mean, he's not doing well.
Not
I mean, he got thrown off a flight for attacking his wife.
Yeah, a little fighting.
He's bashing fans now. He seems to be on a little bit of a spiral.
Yeah, I wonder if he's doing the drinking.
I would assume so.
That would explain a lot.
Because he needs the extra calories to stay wrestle shape, not.
What he needs to do is he needs to go on Rosenbaum's podcast. Rosenbaum was Lex Luthor in Smallville.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he mentions that every so often.
Yeah, he's probably been on there.
He's been on there a couple times.
Yeah, I think he's been on there recently. He's been back. He's been back twice since the panic attack.
Correct. And he's also lamented on how he misses Arrow and playing the Green Arrow.
Yeah, well, he can walk to Rosenbaum's house from his L.A. house.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back as Arrow.
I don't know. I don't know that there'll be a show left for him to come back to.
Oh, he can do the Canaries.
Yeah, no.
They can.
I don't think there'll be any shows left in the Arrowverse in another 2 years.
Neither do I. I think the Flash is going down the toilet after this season.
Yeah, I don't know which way they're going with it. Supergirl, thankfully, is ending.
Yeah.
So right now,
Batwoman looks like it's got a nice third season coming.
Batman looks like it's going to be a blast. Season 3. It's Gotham-y, like the show Gotham, which was super fun. And for mild spoilers for Batwoman, but anybody that doesn't know, so at the end of season 2, somebody had broken into Bruce Wayne's or Batman's vault and stolen his collection of all of the villain stuff.
Oh, nice.
So now to start season 3, all of that has been broken out and is finding people. So there'll be a new Poison Ivy. There'll be a new Mad Hatter. There's going to be.
They've already popped up pictures of the Mad Hatter, I believe. I haven't looked
Poison
yet.
Ivy. They've already cast Poison. But there's going to be all the standard Batman villains they can now play with in this Batwoman world.
Right.
On the show. and Javicia Leslie has been fantastic.
She has. I've seen a couple of that is another one I have to catch up on. I mean, that should be I should put that underneath my name.
And
I have to catch up on.
The nice part with that show and what they're doing with versus some of the other CW shows is it's about they keep it focused primarily on her.
Right.
Because she's a new character. So like Barry Allen on The Flash, you may see once every 3 weeks at this point.
That's the way it's going, yes.
And it's not great. Supergirl is the same way. Like now Guardian and Sentinel, who are a couple.
Yep.
I think they now have a foster daughter. They just because they had to save her from a bad foster situation.
Right.
Because Guardian is now somehow just helping all the kids on welfare and in foster.
Well, yeah, that's what you do.
Even though neither one of them have jobs, because the DEO doesn't exist. So neither one of them has jobs. They still have the same apartment that Kelly moved into, and they just can do whatever they want and get all this superhero stuff.
Is it like rent controlled like Friends?
I guess. I don't know. It's not good.
No,
but right now they're searching for these not paragons, but they might as well be. They're like totems of harmony and hope. And
are they people?
No. They're little things.
Oh, that's good.
But then you have to go through a gauntlet, and Supergirl and Nixley, the fifth dimensional imp, are connected.
Oh, are they like Funko Pops?
No. The last one was just like a piece of wood.
Oh, Funko Pops would be more fun.
Yeah, it's not good, but I have to hate watch it through the rest just as a matter of commitment.
I'm gonna let you finish that one, and I'm completely out on it.
But you are caught up on Legends, right? Because Legends actually comes back next week.
No.
All these shows come back next week, by the way.
No, not the Flash. Flash doesn't come back till November.
Oh, that's stupid.
It got pushed.
Oh, because so they can film all the crossovers. That's why.
Right. While we were talking about Batman, George Clooney was talking about Batman again. I saw
that.
I enjoy when George Clooney talks about Batman because he's not afraid to take shots at himself. It was talking about a movie he's directing coming up, and they asked him. He was talking to Variety, and they asked him, will you be in the Flash movie? And his quote was, "When you destroy a franchise the way I did, usually they look the other way. I did have great nipples, though. It was winter all the time." So he's like, I love that about him is that he knows how bad that movie was, and he's not afraid to face it head on.
Gene, you met Burt Ward? No kidding.
Really?
It's nice, man. Did he have his dog with him? He's a dog guy.
That's pretty cool.
So my friend Gene, so anybody that's listening, his brush with fame back in the 90s ran to Burt Ward in a small beach town in California, which is pretty cool. I think Burt was already heavy into the dog thing back then, so I'm sure he had a dog with him.
Was he already heavy back then?
Yeah, because I remember he guested in something back then.
He did have a dog.
He did have a dog.
That's awesome. Batfleck also was talking about Batman. A lot of Batman talk today.
Yeah, well, it's only like 6 years until the Batman movie comes out, and Flash is after that, right?
He was talking about that. He said that the filming of the Flash movie was a really nice way to revisit Batman, as the prior experience had been difficult.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you film a 17-hour movie.
Twice.
Right? Twice. I mean, look, man.
And look, he's still my favorite Batman, so I hope there's more of him.
Yeah? Why do I have that up? I don't know.
I'm so not excited for a full year of multiverse. And DC and Marvel both. It's going to be exhausting.
It is going to be kind of tiresome. Marvel-y wise. Marvel-ish. Yeah. Scarlet settled her lawsuit.
Yeah, she got some money.
So apparently her settlement is directly tied to an upcoming movie that she's producing and possibly starring in called Tower of Terror. It is about the ride.
I thought she was recast in that.
I don't know. That's the article I read said that maybe not now that maybe she was recast, but because of the lawsuit.
So I think, who did they recast her with? I forget, but it was somebody that's made nice with Disney recently.
Well, what I'm hoping is that Kirsten Dunst,
No,
Melora Hardin, that was
nope,
Jan from The Office, Nia Peoples,
nope. Wow, no,
Steve Gutenberg.
no. Though he's fantastic. I don't know if you watched the show
Oh,
Holy.
you know what? That might be the 1997 film.
Yeah,
that
I don't.
I'm
I don't know.
looking
Wow, I don't know if you watch Holy Moly, but Steve
I don't.
Gutenberg guest stars as a judge for diving next to Greg
No.
Louganis. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
See, Steve Gutenberg was in the 97 Tower of Terror.
I didn't know there was a 97 Tower of
I
Terror.
also did not know that.
Though, honestly, if you asked me to name more than one movie Gutenberg was in the 90s that didn't have Police Academy in the title, I probably couldn't do it.
I could.
But yeah,
Cocoon.
was that in the 90s?
Doesn't matter.
Nope, that was in the 80s.
It probably was.
Wilford Brimley was like my age.
He was. Cocoon was actually 85. Boo
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so we'll figure out
Yeah.
who that was at some point. So all right, so Scarlett,
Scarlet
how
Knight,
did they tie it? Did they say we're going to give you double the money on this next movie?
They actually haven't said. There was no details released on the money, at least not at the moment. So that might pop out in the future. But as of now, there's nobody said she got this or that, but she definitely had to have gotten a nice little bump there.
It was Brie Larson who was rumored to replace her in Tower of Terror.
Oh.
By the way.
Steve Gutenberg was in Ballers? Are you serious?
Yeah, he was great in Ballers.
Oh my God. I remember the character. I guess.
Yeah, he was the rich guy in Vegas that wanted to buy the football team.
Okay.
The
Anyway.
rich kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Not kid, but yeah.
So hopefully now that Scarlett's made up with them, that means the Russo brothers will actually go back and do movies with Disney because they walked away from doing something because of the whole Scarlett mess.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, they want to do Secret Wars.
But that's a TV show.
No, that's Secret Invasion.
Okay.
Secret War, which they
different.
want to do, is amazing. So
Okay.
Secret War, but they need to.
Is that a setup thing too?
They need more characters to do it. So
Well-
Secret War was a toy push in the 80s by Marvel.
Of course.
Had a whole toy line that came out of it. DC had DC Superpowers that came out right afterwards, where they redid it and kind of made it like a little campy.
Right.
And it was all the new gods like Darkseid and everybody against the superheroes.
Mhm.
But the Secret Wars one was this person called the Beyonder collected all of Earth's heroes and villains.
Okay.
And brought them to Battle World to fight each other.
Okay. Is that like Cigar?
And there was like 20 to 30 of each. No, because it wasn't like that. It was just like I'm all powerful and I can do what I want and I want to watch you guys fight each other.
Oh, okay.
And like at one point in the battle, like every hero was killed by Dr. Doom.
Oh shit.
And like the only one that survived was Mr. Fantastic because he stretches so much that the
Mhm.
explosion didn't kill him all the way. And then he revived everybody through this cloning machine. But Spider-Man's costume was destroyed in that series.
So he
ended up with a black costume that this machine created for him that ended up being an alien symbiote.
Oh.
That then has carried over since then and
Yep.
is now on his second movie.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. So, but that was that storyline, and it ended up with Ben Grimm, the Thing, being out of the Fantastic Four and going and just living on that world by himself for a long time. And like She-Hulk joined the Fantastic Four after that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that came out of that, and then they did a second one that was super weird and very 80s.
Oh, really?
Like the Beyonder came to Earth and had Jerry curls and wore like a Michael Jackson suit with the glove for most of the series. It's super crazy.
It sounds neat.
But it's fun.
Oh, I was looking for something.
But anyway, that's the movie they keep talking about wanting to do.
I gotcha. Okay. Where is... I just lost what I was looking for. The Eternals is coming, right? So we got the Eternals coming out.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks.
Just saw the
Um,
full preview before Venom. Looks good.
yeah, it's going to be. So they said it's going to be two movies in one, which I mean, obviously we figured it's going to take place in the past and in the present.
I'm intrigued because I feel like they've done really good at not showing any of the past stuff.
Right.
So I
So
feel like that's going to be meaty.
it's going to be the past where they were all together living as a family and together, and then centuries go by and they've all kind of split off, and then they kind of have to, circle the wagons.
Right.
That's a meaty movie at 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Whew.
So
Back to the Marvel way.
they should be able to get everything in.
No Venom with this. The movie started at 12:30, including previews. I was out in 2 hours.
I
It was wonderful.
we can so we can bop over to Venom, or we can start with Free Guy.
Let's start with Free Guy because Free Guy's been out for a few months and is on Disney
Okay.
Plus for free.
Okay.
Let's end with Venom.
We'll do Venom, and then we'll end with What If.
Well, let's end with Venom because it's harder to see.
Okay, so we'll definitely so we'll do What If next, then Venom. There you go. There's your rundown. That's called a rundown. Did you enjoy Free Guy?
I loved Free Guy.
I thought Free Guy was great.
I think I talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago because I saw Shang-Chi and then that in the same weekend.
Yes.
And our Shang-Chi and my kids went with me to Free Guy and they loved it. They were like, "This is fantastic! It's so much fun." If you're any kind of video gamer, or if you enjoyed the Lego Movie, because really Free Guy is just the Lego Movie for video games.
It really was.
100%.
The story was you could tell what the story was going to be all along, but I got a list of probably every cameo that I'm going to blow through real fast. Channing Tatum, obviously, everybody that one you knew,
and he was great.
Yes, he was
played by, which I'll tell you, Channing Tatum upset me a little bit because my kid did tell me, he's like, "Oh, I got the joke about mom not touching his towel." I was like, "Oh,
no, you're not allowed to get that joke yet."
No, yeah, that was upsetting.
No, Chris Evans, had a little cameo. That was a funny cameo.
His was great. That was that. Hey, we're owned by Disney now. We're gonna reshoot some stuff at the end.
Yes, that was great. Hugh Jackman was in it. Did you know that?
No, where was Hugh?
So Jackman has a voice cameo as an Avatar Molotov girl seeks out in an alley.
Oh, okay.
That's Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
I mean, I'll end up watching Free Guy again because it's
so will I. I did that with Ready Player One. I watched it like 3 or 4 times to just kind of find. Oh,
I won't do that. Not that movie.
Yeah. The Rock was in it. The Rock was one of the bank robbers.
Oh no, kid! Actually, The Rock.
The actual Dwayne The Rock Johnson, not a Rock.
Well, because I didn't watch it, but Ryan Reynolds cameoed in Hobbs and Shaw, right?
Yes. Yeah, he was a CIA guy.
Which I think this actually filmed right after Hobbs and Shaw.
Yep. John Krasinski was in it. Huh. John Krasinski he was the voice of the silhouetted gamer who can be heard talking about his experience playing Free City during a TV interview.
Oh, yeah.
Tina Fey had a cameo. That was Keith's mom. She's credited as vacuuming mother.
Oh, she's the one with the towel.
She's the one with the Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Streamer.
The kid that played him was in
he was great.
Series of Unfortunate Events and a bunch of other stuff.
He was great. He was a really good. I like that guy.
He's also 30 something.
Yeah, he
pretty sure.
Yeah. Ninja was in it.
I saw Ninja.
There was another streamer, Pokemon.
Yeah, Dan TDM was in it too.
Laserbeam, Jacksepticeye. I don't know a lot of these streamers. Dan TDM, Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
That's really it. I thought it was an absolutely fun movie.
It was Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds.
Basically, yes.
As opposed to well, I guess it was Ryan Reynolds being Chris Pratt being Ryan Reynolds. Because it was there was moments that felt so in tune with the Lego Movie, the original one, where discovering that you're just part of this bigger thing, but you keep going back to just your day and everything is awesome, to quote Lego Movie, right?
Everything is awesome.
And you just do that, and then you realize there's more there. So that kept striking me, all the parallels between those movies. But either way, they were both great. Now, if Free Guy 2 is anything like the Lego Movie 2, I'm gonna burn it.
um. All right, now I'm gonna go to what wasn't as good as Free Guy.
Well, that doesn't
Um,
narrow it down.
Now, well, what if
Mm, yeah.
what if was good?
Well, so we got 2 weeks of What If, right?
Right. What
So
if
we are gonna have spoilers for last week and for
yes,
today's episode.
I could do this.
Oh, look at that! It's fancy. So spoiler
Ticker,
time.
ticker, ticker.
So last week's What If was What If Ultron won,
Yep.
which was interesting.
It was it was and it was
It
pretty. The Ultron was cool. Like the whole like what it became.
Yeah, it's. I think that would have been a great story. I think they went too far too fast with it to get
Yes.
to this other story that didn't need to
Yes.
be told.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know why you didn't have to go to Ultron 1 to all of a sudden Thanos shows up to get the Mind Stone from him. He's like, "Oh, watch this," and you're like, "Oh, well, that doesn't make sense because he had 5 Infinity Stones,
Right.
right?" Which,
Right.
yeah.
So
But here's the other problem.
what you're saying
So,
is in Endgame or Infinity War when Thanos showed up, all Vision had to do was go beep.
well, but here's the other issue with that, right? So, from a timeline perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanos had gotten the Infinity Stones from Thor and Loki, who he wouldn't have had to go through now because Thor was already killed by Ultron.
Right.
Um, yeah, their what ifs create a lot of timeline issues the way they're doing it because they keep rewriting timelines on the show. Um, and the what was it with the I liked Clint. I liked Jeremy Renner a lot. I think
Yep.
that he was super fun.
Yeah.
And same thing with Black Widow. I don't know how you and this runs through both episodes a bit. I don't know how you get a 80-year-old program saved on a floppy disk is going to override a
I
fully sentient
I guess
AI.
I I don't know how that works. I guess I don't know. Maybe because it's so old, it's able to. You see that trope in movies all the time where you go and you get the really old thing that
Yeah,
can sneak in and beat the really new thing.
but it didn't. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. That part was fine, but it also didn't make sense that Ultron destroyed all these other planets without an issue. It was like, no, I really like Earth, and I can't find Black Widow. She's too good at hiding.
Right.
Even though I took out the entire Nova Corps and crushed Captain Marvel, but
Right.
but Black Widow is just really tough to get to.
Yeah. Did you see there were a lot of people that were complaining about, well, so Loki, the TV show, made the Infinity Stones pointless, basically, because they're supposedly tied to universes, right?
Right.
Okay, so in this, Ultron takes the Infinity Stones and is going through multi different universes, and they explained it. The showrunner explained it. She said on October 4th, she said, "Happy Monday. Just a reminder that Ultron is using the Infinity Stones to power himself as a same universe being. Also, he's legit punching across multiverses, turning them into one messy universe soup." That's how they rectified that.
Well, yeah, but the Loki, I didn't get that. I thought that once they were at the TVA, none of that stuff worked.
Right,
Was
but
all.
I guess there was a lot of people that were really upset about.
Like I thought, if you took them outside of the TVA, they would still work. Just in the TVA, they don't.
But did you have a problem with the Watcher interfering?
No, because he's done it.
Okay.
I would have preferred that like season 2
Well, season
or
two scripts
3.
are done.
Well, one of these episodes is already moved to season 2
Yes.
because
It
there was
was.
supposed to be 10.
Is that the one that we missed?
I
The
don't
one that I
know.
guess
So yeah,
the
so
one that
so
Tony Stark doesn't die in.
right, so we end with the Watcher and Ultron fighting,
Right.
right? And Ultron winning basically.
Beating his ass.
And then the Watcher goes and finds this Doctor Strange he talked to a few episodes ago conveniently.
That's the one he put in the little bubble.
Right.
In the pocket dimension.
Right.
Remember that word, because that word's important.
Yeah. And then we start this week's episode where we get the Watcher on his recruitment mission. He's building the team. He's got to build the team for the heist.
Right.
So, and it conveniently is all the characters we've already seen this season.
And it was the opening to, was it Civil War?
No, it was opening to Winter Soldier that Captain Carter was in. Which I wish they would do scenes with her that weren't just in Captain America movies.
Right.
Like, it's so boring watching them just redo scenes from the movie with her instead of him.
Yep.
And then the weird thing with her and Black Widow that they developed.
Right.
But I think we'll see her again next season. Honestly.
You will. They already said that Captain Carter's coming back. So he goes. So he gets the Doctor Strange Supreme.
Right.
Right. He gets Star-Lord T'Challa, who rescues Peter Quill. Right.
Right.
Captain Carter.
You just said that.
Right. No, did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Gamora. This has her listed as Gamora, champion of Sakaar, and in the what if she's wearing Thanos' Endgame armor, and she's carrying Thanos' Endgame.
Right, but she's with Tony Stark when he collects her. She's in a crazy Hulkbuster outfit.
Right, as the Watcher looks at Tony Stark and goes, "Not you," and takes Gamora.
Right. Because it wasn't Robert. It also was not Zoe Saldana either.
No.
By the way, I think Lake Bell is a better Black Widow than Scarlett Johansson, possibly.
She's done a phenomenal job.
I mean, it's the same voice as her Poison Ivy character.
Yeah.
Who is the same dry delivery though, so it's great.
Then they got Killmonger.
Yeah, which I don't get why you would get him.
And then Black Widow.
No, they got Black Widow.
They ended up getting Black Widow. They got Thor. Yeah, why isn't Thor on
They got Party Pooper Thor.
Yeah, why isn't that? That's a weird list.
Who we then carried in, from the last episode or from the party episode in Vegas.
Right.
Because Thor is fighting off all the Ultrons that came in at the end of the episode.
Right.
But they didn't get a character, which surprised me. He didn't collect like the Captain Marvel from the Avengers were all killed off in episode 3. Like it was weird to me they didn't collect somebody from that episode.
Right.
And instead collected this Gamora. With her Infinity Stone Crusher.
That felt really out of place. And I guess if we get that episode, it'll make sense.
Maybe I hope it's that story, because in the preview I saw a lot more Gamora, I thought, than I saw in this episode.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of Gamora at all. I thought the episode was cute. It had some decent action in it. I feel let down overall.
Yeah, I didn't need it all connected. And I felt like there's also a shot I thought that we saw in the previews and the trailers of a different set of Guardians of the Multiverse.
I thought so too.
Of different people in that stance from the original Avengers movie when it's shot around the circle. Maybe that's in the next episode.
Maybe.
But I don't know that I was that invested in that Black Widow to need her saved at the end of the episode either. And given a new Earth that Black Widow happened to die on, like that's a normal trope.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, apparently there's an end credit scene that I didn't see that I'm just looking at. I'm reading about now. I never watched these to the end because I never thought there was never anything to watch after.
There was. What was the end credit scene on
The
this
end
one?
credits was Peggy Carter gets with
Oh,
Steve Rogers.
because she goes back and sees her Black Widow. So I was
Right.
like, wait, Black Widow already had her happy ending. But no, she goes back and finishes beating Batroc with the help of Black Widow. And
Right.
on that boat, they find the
The Winter Soldier.
well, no. It's the what are they called? What are the bad guys called? The Hydra Smasher.
Hydra. Yes.
It's Steve's armor that supposedly still has Steve in it, and then it cuts back out.
Okay.
So because that's all she wanted is her happy ending with Steve.
Yeah. Did you like the ending with Doctor Strange? So apparently it was a big ruse on the Watchers from the Watcher, like not ruse, but he picked those people specifically for knowing that Killmonger would steal the Infinity Stones and try and after they beat Ultron, Killmonger steals the Infinity Stones to try and fix everybody's timelines.
Right.
And then Ultron as Armin Zola now,
Yep.
or Armin Zolatron,
Yep.
gets up and they start fighting, and then the Watcher captures them in a pocket dimension.
Right, and then they're just fighting forever. That was
Right.
weird.
They fight forever, and Stephen Strange Supreme has to watch them.
Because his whole universe is already destroyed.
Right. I
It's
feel
super
let down.
weird.
I feel let down by it. The next thing we have coming up is Hawkeye,
which looks super fun. No, Eternals is next.
Well, I'm TV show wise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then
movie
Hawkeye.
wise, the next Marvel thing coming up will be the Eternals.
I'm intrigued to see if they do like they've been doing like the What If Deconstructed.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I'm intrigued to see what they do with that. The one for Loki was decent, but I love those for animation because you get shots like the guys in the booths. You get to hear from the actual actors. Usually.
That I wouldn't mind as much.
And I mean the animation was gorgeous. Let's not hide that.
No,
right? The animation was amazing in all of these.
Absolutely gorgeously done.
But I would have been totally happy with a complete anthology series where they just did like they even brought the zombie episode back in.
Yep.
Because Strange pulled the zombies in to crush Ultron for a minute.
Right.
But again, we go back to like this guy beat the Nova Corps and Captain Marvel and just blew up a planet by snapping his fingers, but he's having trouble beating Black Widow.
Yep. and the Atari 2600 program that got shot into his eye.
Yeah, I would have preferred What If to not try and be connected and just be standalone episodes where they did cool stuff.
So when she shoots the arrow into the eye and loads Zola into Ultron, it's no longer Ultron, right? So now it's Zola controlling Ultron?
I don't know how she got him back in the arrow.
I don't know.
He was in an Ultron body, remember?
Yeah.
He was in an Ultron that like half a body because they broke off his legs.
And then that arrow just happened to be laying there?
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. But it is, overall there was a couple good episodes in the series. It was the first miss for Marvel for me.
Yeah.
Which is, it's also their first foray into animation.
They got the animation part down great.
Yeah. I mean, it's not obviously Disney or Marvel's first foray into animation, but it's the MCU's first trip into animation.
Yeah.
So I think they didn't know how to write it.
It was a little bit better than Zippity Doodah.
Different time.
A little bit.
So that's What If. So we both got to see a movie, though.
There it is. Spoiler time. So we're going deep into spoilers now. It like even deeper. Now we're going to the Venom spoilers, and this will be as quick as Venom was.
Yeah, tight movie. Not a lot of wasted time in that movie.
I
solid maybe hour and 28 minutes of screen time.
I think the credits lasted half the time the movie did.
Credits were
not the credits, the previews.
Yeah, I mean previews are about 25 minutes.
Yeah, like
the mid credits might have been the longest actual scene in the entire movie.
I said it was like a week or two ago that I read a thing from Andy Serkis that he said he didn't want to spend a lot of time on exposition. He wanted more action, and well, damn it, he did it.
I, he did, but he didn't. Like, I think the first 45 minutes or to an hour moved quick,
Yep.
but it was all exposition.
It was, but there was a decent amount of action interplayed with it.
I mean, for Andy Serkis's first movie, I think, right, that he directed,
I think so.
it was super fun.
Oh yeah.
It's well, what do you think? I'll let you go.
I enjoyed it for it was a really good popcorn movie. Like it was a really good action movie. There weren't a lot of parts in the movie. There's been a lot of movies where you watch it and you're just kind of like sitting there like, when are they going to stop talking about this? When can they just go do something? And even some of the Avengers movies got to that point where that was just like talk, 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 talk. But you like the actors so much, you're not complaining as much.
Mm-hmm.
And this just feels like I swear I felt like I waited for the movie to start longer than watched the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was quick,
But I enjoyed
but
it
they
as a
got a lot
whole.
done.
They did. They did. I thought Woody Harrelson was great. He's always I love him in everything. I
It
thought
was
Tom
it
Hardy
was
was great.
it was nice seeing Woody Harrelson back in Natural Born Killers form.
Yeah, yeah, he really looked like he was having a good time with that.
Yeah, he was great. They were like, be Woody Harrelson. Okay.
Yeah, have fun with it. He's a huge U2 fan.
That's not a surprise.
Yeah,
He's a music guy.
yeah, yeah. There's on the U2 satellite radio channel. There's a nice section of him and Edge do thing. But anyway, the movie. What did you think of the movie?
I thought, like I said, I thought it was fun. It moved quick, which was great. Um, the action was great. I don't totally understand where Carnage came from in the context of the movie.
Excuse
That
me,
didn't make sense based on the first movie.
no, excuse me.
You get that Rona juice.
Yeah,
Um,
no, that's just water this time.
so they that part I didn't get. I thought Shriek was cool. Could have done even more there. I thought.
Yeah, is Shriek a mutant?
I don't know what the backstory is for Shriek in this. I think so. I also don't understand what happened to the cop, the FBI guy, or as I call him, Al Capone from Boardwalk
Al
Empire.
Capone from Boardwalk Empire.
It's the
Yes.
only thing I think of when I see him.
So
But it also took me a while to put together why he had a hearing aid.
yeah, me too. I didn't
And then I
get
was
that
like,
at first either.
oh, because he doesn't look anything like that.
No,
They didn't do the aging
nope,
thing.
nope.
Um,
We'll just cast somebody else here.
and I could have used more of Venom being Venom. Like, I don't like the constant play of like trying to make Eddie Brock a complete dick in everything except for he won't let Venom go kill bad guys.
Right.
Like, because Eddie Brock is still just a horrible human being. There's nothing good about Eddie Brock.
No.
If they don't try to make anything good about Eddie Brock. But like, I don't get why they don't just lean into him not being a good guy and letting Venom go do his thing and get stronger. And
because it's Marvel.
it's Sony though.
Well, yeah, but it's
I
back.
think we're going to see with Morbius they don't care.
So the end credit scene is the thing that everybody was oh my godding about more than the movie, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, your status quo in the movie. There's no change at the end of the movie than from the beginning of the movie, realistically, in status quo, except for whatever the blue eye thing it was with the FBI guy, which doesn't make sense
Right.
again.
No, I didn't look that up.
He said monsters, and then his eyes went blue.
So at the end of the movie, they retire to some resort somewhere.
I think they were just vacationing. It looked like.
Is it vacationing, or they just kind of went to get away because the FBI was looking for them, or whatever it was looking for them?
Well, and Cassidy was missing his head.
That was also a thing.
Yeah.
So they went to this remote resort somewhere on a beach by the water and laid down in bed, and then everything got weird and kind of shook. And then they were in a different place. That sound about right?
Mm-hmm. Well, they were in the same place but a different universe.
It's the same place but a different universe.
So I feel like that's a teaser for Spider-Man because it's Sony.
It's a huge teaser for
So
Spider-Man, and
where whenever Strange casts his spell, this is what happens to Eddie Brock, and now Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock is in our Marvel universe, not in
Right.
Sony.
So I wonder, does that mean he's gonna pop up in No Way Home?
Or does that mean that Disney finally shelled out and bought Spider-Man and we just don't know yet?
No, I don't
No,
think
I
so
know.
because
No,
it's
I know. I
it's
know.
it's still all Sony.
That's no.
Um,
From what I gathered from it, it was, the multiverse shift, and now he's in our universe. And then there was the reported pictures of Tom Hardy walking around with a Spider-Man No Way Home hat on that
right.
appeared and then disappeared.
So yeah, maybe we get Venom, and that's the last of the Sinister Six, right?
No, they can cram more in.
The way they're doing the way they're doing that character, would he be a bad guy to Spider-Man like we all want him to be?
I don't know.
Because there's the way that Venom was like attracted to him on the TV made no sense because there's no connection there in this universe.
Right. Here it is. Hold on. Nope, 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 nope. Let me do this. For the people that are watching live, I can show you. There it is.
Oh, a little him with it. And who's he with?
That is director Lynn. I can't say his name because I don't want to ruin it. I do
Linoding.
like, yeah, I do like the shirt he's wearing.
Is it a Cobra Kai shirt?
It's a Cobra Kai
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah. I mean, look, I enjoy Tom Hardy's take on it. I think it's great that he's the voice of Venom too. Do we know was
Yes,
Woody Harrelson
Woody
Carnage?
did. Woody actually had to be convinced to do the voice. He didn't want to do it.
Makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of effects on those voices.
Oh yeah.
But I appreciated Mrs. Chen being back.
Yep. I liked when Venom jumped bodies into his ex fiance
To Anne.
a little bit. And yes, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that was good in the last movie. I I don't need that character.
No.
I even though it's technically a buddy movie still, I appreciate this movie not needing Eddie to have like somebody else that he hangs out with all the time, because that's been their ongoing trend now. Everything has to be a team up, like Doctor Strange,
Yep.
Spider-Man, was Iron Man, Spider-Man, was Happy in Spider-Man, was like
This was Venom and Eddie, and that's enough.
right.
Yeah. Side note before we go, my friend actually just texted me. PAX Unplugged tickets go on sale on the 26th of October.
Very nice. So that's happening.
That's the board game version of PAX.
Where is that? Is that at the convention center?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of stuff moved out to Oaks this year.
Yeah, so I'll probably get tickets and go to see that. I had a lot of fun the 2 times that I went. My
Nice.
son likes going to that too. It's a lot.
I did go to a comedy show last week. I forgot to mention on Sunday. That's why I was trying to remember what I did
that's
Sunday.
right.
It was great. I got to go by Jay and Silent Bob's Stash. I didn't get to go in because we got there a little late, but Redback's a lovely little town.
Yeah, I've only been up there once,
and
I got lost, so I missed the quick stop. I didn't get there to quick stop.
Yeah, the show was great. It was Nate Bargatze, and
Okay.
check him out online. He's hilarious. But hey, everybody else, we got to thank you as always for finding the Geek Spot with us this week and joining in. Make sure you follow us, subscribe, like on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, Twitch, wherever you do it. If you're listening on audio, give us that 5-star review on Apple. Tell a friend. Wherever they listen to their podcast, people are starting to get commutes back.
Yes, sir.
Everybody would love to listen to these dulcet tones in their car.
Yeah, I got 2 episodes to upload this week. I forgot to do the last one.
So, yeah, again, we appreciate it. You can check me out at jackkidmusic.com. I'll be playing down in Fishtown this weekend at the Deli at Dwell again, probably in the afternoon, but check my website and it'll give the right times on there. And, yeah, and we look forward to talking to y'all next week again.
Thank you, guys. We love you.
Oh.